welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sean and I'm back with another video. I'm actually going to be sharing with you guys in this video a letter that was sent to me from one of you. If you enjoy love and relationship advice videos, lifestyle videos and things like that, you'll definitely enjoy my channel. So be sure to go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. And if you're already a subscriber to my channel, first of all, thank you. But also be sure to hit that little bell, which is right next to the subscribe button. That way you'll never miss an upload from your girl. And if you want to further support the movement, consider purchasing one of my books. I've written 3. The first one is called The Dating Game, How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right. My second book is called Breaking the Man Code, The Key to Unlocking His Heart. And my third book is called Getting Unstuck, How to Create the Life You've Always Wanted to Live. I'll be sure to link all 3 of my books below so you guys can check them out. So today's letter is truly a doozy, so we're gonna jump right into it. So let's go get 'em. Hello BG, I am a recent college graduate and I met my current boyfriend about 8 years ago. He is 6 years older than me and we have been dating for about 3 years. The first 2 years of our relationship was actually more of a situationship. At first I didn't mind casually dating without the girlfriend title because I was fresh out of a relationship. We agreed to be sexually exclusive and surprisingly there were no red flags that he was seeing anyone else. We met each other's families, went on dates, spent holidays together. He's a good man, kind, 6-figure income, homeowner. But after about a year I was tired of not having the girlfriend title. I was tired of hearing I'm not ready for a relationship yet, so I decided to enjoy my college years. I ended up making the mistake of sleeping with a close friend of mine and I didn't want to keep this a secret from him, so I told him everything. The news was so heartbreaking to him that we struggled with the situation for months. After many fights and crying nights, we finally seemed to work things out. He even took me on a trip for my birthday. After a few weeks after the trip, he started acting different. I never saw him. When I would ask to see him, he would make up an excuse and apologize saying he loved me, this was so unlike him. After 3 months of this, he finally confessed to me that during one of our rough patches, he slept with his ex-girlfriend and shortly after our trip, he found out that she was pregnant. He didn't know how to tell me and that's why he disappeared. BG, I was heartbroken, mostly because I longed for a child of my own, but we found a way to move past it. It's been about 9 months since the baby was born. We have come so far in our relationship, but I still haven't been able to wrap my mind around the idea of sharing my man with his new family. Girl.
Your man, oh, I'm gonna get you together. Okay.
I can tell that he's hesitant for me to meet the child and I know that it's because he can sense that I'm not ready. I prayed on the situation consistently, but I don't want to bring an innocent child into the situation if I'm not emotionally ready. BG, what should I do? I love you. Am I ready to be a stepmom? Stepmom? Okay, see, this is what I'm gonna get you. First of all, my main concern with this particular letter is, why are you always jumping the gun? Why are you always anointing yourself with certain titles that no one else has given you? How can you cheat on a man that's not yours? All I have is questions. I have so many. You're feeling guilty because you, in a relationship that was not exclusive, was with somebody else. And you let this man make you feel guilty about this? Don't get me wrong. This is why casual sex does not work. It always, it gets complicated. The fact that you're at the end of the letter asking me about you being a stepmom, has he popped the question? Because where did I miss in this letter that he proposed to you? This letter right here, I wasn't even planning on filming today. When I read this foolishness, I jumped out and I had to come in here because I'm like, who told her all of this? You can't cheat on a man that's not yours. That's number 1. And number 2, unless he popped the question, you're not anybody's stepmom. And one of the reasons why he's so quote unquote hesitant to let you meet the child is because maybe he's actually with the child's mother. Just because the girl just got pregnant does not mean that he just started sleeping with the girl. Because how is it that you say that you guys have been in a relationship or you guys have been dating for 3 years, 2 of which you say was a situationship? So let's get this straight. So you've only been dating him for 1 year, but he has a 9-month-old child? So you're telling me they just started sleeping together 3 months after you guys started becoming serious? No, they were sleeping together the entire time. That's why he never wanted to make you his girlfriend, because he never wanted to technically cheat on you. That's like such an easy cop-out that a lot of guys do to keep from calling it cheating. They say we were never in a relationship anyway, so yeah, I can see whoever I wanted. Even though you feel like they're your boyfriend, they're always there for you. They're giving you the good morning text, the good night text. They're love bombing you. They're calling you for lunch, spending all this time. They're acting like your boyfriend, doing everything that boyfriends do, except allow you to call them your boyfriend. It's because they're normally living another life, a double life. There's normally only somebody else or a few somebody else's that are occupying their time. You're taking a lot of things off of his word. They could actually be a couple. You're talking about, how do I incorporate a new child in this situation? I'm not ready. How do you know that they aren't a family? That's the family and that you're the outsider? All you know is what he's told you. This man that's never committed to even being your boyfriend. You're talking about a stepmom. How can you be a stepmom when the man has never technically even made you his girlfriend? This is what happens when you do so much, when you allow so much without a title. Women almost always get emotionally attached. And it's very hard for us to have casual relationship with people without catching feelings. Like, you were playing with fire in that situation. He had all the things going for himself. He's a homeowner. He makes 6 figures. He has all these things going for himself. He's an older man and all that. How do you know this man isn't even married? Just because you spend holidays with somebody? Because he's had some free time, takes you on a trip for your birthday? How do you know their relationship isn't much more serious than he's telling you? Keep in mind, there's only so much that you can demand of someone who's not even your boyfriend. I think he wanted it that way, so you would never be able to question him. You would never call it cheating if he was with somebody else. This is why I'm so against the idea of just having casual sex with people. You almost always get caught up in feelings. I know people think the Bible is old-fashioned, and being a Christian and saying don't have sex until you're married is old-fashioned, but it almost always complicates things, especially when the person has made absolutely no commitment to you. You're doing a whole lot of being loyal to a man that already has another baby and another life. How do you know that the only reason why you haven't met the baby is because the baby mother would never have it? Because as far as she knows, that's her man. You don't know what's going on. All you know is that you've been seeing him less and less. So if you've been seeing him less and less, where is he spending his time? Are you telling me that he's only with the child? Do you know anything about this man? About his living situation? Does he live with the child? Does he live with the child and the child's mother? I feel like one of the reasons why this man was so hesitant about making you his girlfriend is that you would not be able to ask him too many questions. And that's why I wanted to do your letter as a cautionary tale for a lot of my single women out there, especially my dorm room divas out there. When a man is like, oh, we'll just keep things casual, I'm not ready for a relationship and all that, acting like your boyfriend, one of the reasons why they do that is because they don't want you asking them too many questions. They don't want to feel like they have to answer to you or answer to anyone about their behavior. They want to be able to just ghost you whenever they want to, and you can't say anything because he's not your man. Now, he'll be there all the time for you. I talk about this even further in my second book, Breaking the Man Code, how a man just love bombs you. He gives you all this attention. He treats you like he's your boyfriend. Those good morning texts, those good evening texts, those, calling you during your lunch break. He's acting like your boyfriend. So it's like, well, if you're doing all of this, why don't you call yourself my boyfriend? The reason is because they like the freedom of being able to just go and do whatever they want as they please. And I want you guys to get that, especially my young divas. If a man is acting like your boyfriend, doing everything that you want a boyfriend to do, why doesn't he just give himself the title? And it's because there's still something in him that's not done being a player. So if you know that, don't give him your all. This is not the kind of man that you invest too much of yourself in, your body, your time, your energy. I don't care if he acts like your boyfriend. If he's not, you don't give him boyfriend privileges. You don't just stop seeing everybody else. If a man is doing everything that a boyfriend normally does, but he just won't call himself the title, you have to wonder why. Are you still seeing other people? So the baby is 9 months old now. How do you know that they're not trying to make it work for the good of their family? You don't even know that. All you know is he's barely around anymore. So you say that he took you away for this birthday trip, and shortly thereafter he found out that the girlfriend was pregnant. Would he even have told you that he slept with somebody else if there wasn't a baby here as evidence? You don't know how faithful he's been. You don't know if she's the first and only person that he's been intimate with since being with you, or if she's the 15th. You don't know any of that. And because he was never your boyfriend, it was never your place to really ask. And when it comes to your body and your health, you never want to be in a situation where you can't ask your mate who you are sleeping with if they've been sleeping with anybody else and them tell you the truth. What you're doing is risky for your health. I know a lot of you think this is old-fashioned when somebody talks about abstaining from sex and not being into casual sex. I'm a Christian, so I have to say that. But even for your health, for your mental, physical, emotional health, casual sex rarely leads to something good. This situation is the exact textbook example of what happens when you do so much when a man has invested so little. You over-invested in this relationship. He wasn't giving you anything in return. This man could have a whole family on this other side here that you don't know about. And you're asking me if you could be the stepmom? Are you even his girlfriend? Instead of asking me all these questions, you need to be asking him, where do we stand? Where do you see this going? What am I to you? A man who truly loves you and cares about you and wants to work with you would never have you question what you mean to him and where you stand. I think that man has a whole other family over there. I think that you are the one on the outside looking in. I feel like you are the other woman. I would definitely pray about it and ask God to reveal it to me. Show me all the signs. God, help expose this to me. And if he's not the right one for me, take all this love away. That's what you should be praying. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Be sure to thumbs up if you did. Also be sure to support my movement by purchasing one, if not all, of my books. The first one is called The Dating Game: How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right. My second book is called Breaking the Man Code: The Key to Unlocking His Heart. And my third book is called Getting Unstuck: How to Create the Life You've Always Wanted to Live. I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Till next time, later divas and dudes. Deuces, honey.